Thank you so much for being here. I'm Amy with Bipolar Beauty, and today I'm going to be testing out a foundation. I am going to be testing out the new Amazonian Clay 16-hour full coverage foundation by Tarte. And so I have the color 22S for light sand. And so this says that it has poreless technology, full coverage, and a soft matte finish, dermatologist tested, and non-comedogenic. So yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. I've already prepped and primed my face, and we're just gonna go ahead and get to putting it on my face after I open it. All right, so sorry, funny side note. I have my mom here talking to me on the Echo Show, and I muted myself and so that I could record this intro. But I can still hear her, so shh, don't tell her. So I'm going to do one side of my face using a brush and one side using a sponge and see which is better to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this is a little bit too light for me. See, the problem is too with a brush in this kind of formula too, it always leaves streaks, so I have no choice but to always go back and
don't be sad, smile.
You're so funny. Did I look sad?
When I said I'm gonna sign off, you did.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll make sure to say that in my voiceover. I only looked sad because my mom said she was hanging up on me.
You better not.
You never know.
That's like, all those facial dynamics are gonna be in your video?
Yep.
Oh my holy.
Yep. And I'll say thanks to a conversation I had with my mom. I was all over the place with my face. Okay. So makeup is done, foundation is on. I'm gonna go ahead and it's still, I would not call this soft matte because I think I had a very glowy underbase, and so that's why it still kind of looks glowy. Maybe for someone who just did not so glowy products underneath, it wouldn't be as glowy. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and do the rest of my makeup, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay, this is the finished look. I'm doing something a little different than I normally would. I'm going for a little bit of a fall look, kind of a sunset look. Again, this side of my face I did apply with a brush, and this side I applied with a sponge. I will tell you, application was far easier, and actually I think because of the moussey texture of this, the product distributed and actually went on fuller coverage with a sponge, and I think it's because it doesn't absorb the product nearly as much because of this type of texture with the moussiness. With the brush application, it was very streaky, and I had to kind of dab out the foundation anyway to smooth the brush strokes from my face. So this is the finished look. I'm going for, like I said, a little autumn fall look. Not doing too much today. Truth be told, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:24 p.m.
Yes, it's 9:24 p.m. But I'm going to decorate my house right now. As some of you know, I work at night. And so now my days are kind of switched. So I sleep during the day and work at night. And so since I don't have work tonight, I thought I would take advantage of my kids being asleep and being able to clean and decorate. Obviously, I won't be vacuuming or any loud things like that. But we're going to test this makeup out during some cleaning and decorating and other things, just to see how it wears. And it's kind of warm in our house. It's probably cooler outside than it is in our house. So I should probably open the windows so it's not so sweaty. But yeah, we'll see how this makeup wears. Other than a little bit of, I mean, I have fine lines and I have lines in my forehead because I'm in my 40s. So lines and textures and things happen, and makeup is more prone to sink into the areas. I think especially because I thought this would kind of smooth over those areas. No, it's kind of already sinking in them, but that's okay. Anyway, it's doing okay with the laugh lines, like it's the marionette lines. So far so good, I think, everywhere, I would say. Yeah. And it actually looks a little bit, this foundation looks a little bit lighter than my skin tone. It's actually just the lighting in here. This obviously has a lot of shadow on it because I have a big old noggin hanging over my neck. So, but it actually is a pretty decent match. Maybe not with like the rest of my body because that holds a tan better. I'm just blabbing now. All right, so hopefully this makeup will last through the night. It does say 16-hour full coverage. I will not be testing that today. I will in a future video. And if I don't get to tell you the results at the end of the video, it's because I had to wash it off before getting too much done, which I'm kind of bummed about. But the initial, I would say I do like it. I think because I had such a glowy prep, I'm using a new a new skincare regime / routine. And so it's this 3-step thing from Paula's Choice. It is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BAH Liquid Salicylic Acid. I do that, and then I follow up with the Resist Intensive Wrinkle Repair Retinol Serum. And that's a treatment. That's the number 2 step. And then the final step is the Resist Barrier Repair Moisturizer with retinol. And that's the moisturizer. And that's what I'm starting to do. And hopefully I will see a little bit of increase in elasticity of my face and kind of helping soften the looks of my wrinkles. Of course, they're not going to go away unless I get like Botox, which hopefully soon I will be able to. Just because migraines have increased since I started working. And that was like my next step when the Imitrex stopped working. So maybe they'll be nice. And I don't know how it works when it comes to medical Botox injections, but hopefully they won't just have like this, because this is where my migraines are, is all right here. Hopefully it won't just be this side with smooth and this side. That'd be fun. I will see you hopefully at the end of the night / early morning. And if I don't, I will put in the comments down below. I'll pin a comment telling you how it wore. And maybe I'll even post a picture. But just ignore the hair. Anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. And thank you so much for watching. I'll do a check-in in 2 hours. I was going to do a 2-hour check-in, but I kind of let time slip away from me. It's currently 2:41 in the morning. And if you're wondering why I'm awake, I'm actually still working on my fall decor, Decorate With Me, part 1, because it is this late and I still have barely, I've dusted and cleaned up a little bit and hung 1 wreath. Yeah, I know, it's depressing, I tell you. Sweet chance he's staying here with me. But back to the makeup. So it is looking Like, I'm definitely glowing a little bit due to perspiration, but for the most part, it is holding up really well. I will tell you this much. It is not transfer proof or transfer resistant. For the first time in years, I left a makeup mark on my hubby's shirt, and that has not happened in a really long time. By the way, are we digging my fall decor on my body? This is how I decor my body. I decorate. I'm wearing fall colors. We will see what it looks like in like 5 hours. I'm gonna go to the temple with my friends, and so yeah, I'm getting picked up at 8. So we'll see if maybe we will hold on to this. Maybe I will wear this. It's okay. I know. Okay, so this is different lighting, a little bit brighter. So you can see a little bit of breakdown right here, kind of in the nasal folds. It's kind of gathering. And keep in mind, I am a human being, so I do have texture. I'm not a fan. I don't really care for this type of foundation, I have to say. Mousse has never set well on my skin. I was hoping this would be different because it was supposed to be like different than the Amazonian clay, but this was much lighter. The Amazonian clay, the original Amazonian Tarte foundation, was very heavy, but it wasn't this, I don't know. For some reason, it sunk well into the skin, but it still felt heavy. This is laying on top of the skin and accentuating every bit of texture. But again, we have texture to our skin because we are human beings. So I guess we'll try and do a check-in at like in the morning and see how it holds up. I might have to do a little bit of touch-up for my temple trip, but it saves me, 30 minutes worth of makeup. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, welcome back. It's not the end of the night yet, but it is 7:10 in the morning, and I'm still wearing the same face. The only thing I did is brush my teeth and put lipstick on. So let's do this close-up shot, and then we shall see. Okay. So the forehead doesn't look any different than it did before. It's a little worn off in the nose pores and the nose folds, creases. It's definitely kind of gathered right here. You can definitely see my mustache coming through. And it also just doesn't look fresh. From far away though, it looks great. So I would say that this was a successful try-on for the most part. I say that with this in mind, that I have dry to normal skin. If you have oily skin, I don't know that this would be for you because it says it's soft matte. Again, it could have been my prep. I should try it again another day when I don't have all of that skincare immediately prior to it. And that might have had a lot to do with it. So, I didn't even put any highlighter on today. I completely forgot. So that is still like, that's pretty darn good. The coverage is good. I did notice that it didn't cover any of my spots up here. This is from a tanning job gone wrong. But I'm gonna touch up real quick and see if it does anything bad. Hopefully it doesn't. Not doing well. In fact, it just took off some makeup right there by me doing that. Yeah, so me trying to do on top, it's actually removing the makeup. Let's see if I can kind of brighten up my under eye without too much disturbance. It just actually accentuated the lines, but that could just be the powder, although the powder is pretty smoothing. Do you see how it just accentuated the lines? I don't know that you can even see it. In real life, I can see it. When it says 16-hour wear, does that mean it's supposed to look flawless for 16 hours? I don't know. We shall see. Alright, I'm going to keep getting ready to go drop off my kids and get ready to go out. And I'll be back here soon. Okay, bye. Hey, I'm back for my final check-in. Just got home from the temple. It is currently, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 12:09 p.m.
It's 12:09 p.m. and I've had my makeup on, I think, either since 9:30, 9:40. Sorry, I don't remember. Either way, I'm coming up to 15 hours, so I almost made the 16-hour mark. And other than my dog licking me just now, right here, it looks kind of the same as the last check-in. You can see it worn down right here around my nose. Again, it's kind of worn off right here. Now keep in mind, I had a mask on for the last, however many hours, 3.5 hours I've had a mask on, and it still looks pretty darn good considering. But again, all the troubled areas that I had before, they don't look any worse than the last time I showed you. I think as the weather gets colder, I might like the foundation more. I would say that the pros of this is it did withstand, for the most part, a mask and some sweat, and it is best applied, in my opinion, with a sponge, because the sponge did not soak up any of the product, really. It made it very full coverage. It is not transfer proof. I guess it's not too bad. I don't know. Gosh, I'm really terrible at these. Well, I say I'm sure you could find something better for cheaper, because I'm pretty sure this foundation was like 39 bucks. I don't think it's worth $39. This is just my opinion. I did not care for it too much on my face. Like I said, maybe during the winter months when I'm not perspiring so much. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed the video, if it was informational at all, like if you learned anything, or even if you didn't learn anything but you enjoyed hanging out with me, please feel free to click the like button, and I would hope you consider subscribing. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Anyways, so
I feel like I'm ready to. I think I should sign off.
you don't want to be here with me no more? You can't.
Santa Claus is watching. Santa Claus and Jesus.
That's true, but guess what? Santa Claus doesn't come to see me anymore. Remember, that went away when I got pregnant. I think for the most part, I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. All right. I didn't even put setting spray on yet. All right. Now I'm good. It'll lock all that goodness in. But this is where we are. And you better be going potty, mister. Oh, really? You just wanted to be nosy? You just wanted to be nosy and see if anybody was awake, which no one is. No one's awake at 3 in the morning. Okay. Hey, Mom. What's so funny is I'm muted, but you're not. I didn't hear anything except a couple times. And if this no, I can't say that yet, because you don't know what the answer is of how it held up, so I can't even say if this video was helpful. I mean, hopefully it was helpful in terms of application of it might be better for you to use a sponge versus a brush.